Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheridan Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. We're getting down close to the holidays. Thanksgiving is less than a week away. We've got a market today. We're going to go deliver some turkeys, and this is going to be our last day at this particular market. So hang out with us for a little bit. Let's go to the market, see how the day goes. We'll come back, talk a little bit about how sales were for the day and why we're not going to be doing this particular farmer's market anymore. Hang out with us for a little bit.
I'm fixing my sign where I spelled the word turkey wrong.
So,
Lord have mercy, it's been a long week.
turkey, couldn't spell turkey.
Turries.
Let's see how you hold your sign up. Bring it over here. Hold it up. So we're trying this. Come a little closer. Come here. We're trying this week. We used to use this chalkboard sign. Today's featured turkey. We're doing a market special ground beef, $40. Spin it around. And we've got just a few extras. So Thanksgiving turkeys available. Turries. Thanksgiving turries. Yeah. Old Terry. Watch out there.
Yeah.
You let him pretend like he runs the show, but at the end of the day, you know we love to see him. It takes two.
It does.
And what?
It takes
You,
one and a
telling
half.
you so.
It takes 1.5 and a half.
hey, I didn't say what constituted 100%. I didn't say what the it's like you know.
High Point. How you feel about that?
Just kind of torn about that.
Yeah, we've been there 6 years.
And a lot of our customers down there, this is where they're going to find out about it.
Yeah. Well, let's get unloaded. We'll talk a little bit about some of the reasons why we're not going back, and we'll do a market report. We'll tell folks how we done that our day. How's that? All right. Sandra decided not to come up. She got in the house and got cold, and I'm in the shop, and she said it's too cold up there. I'm not going. So she's not going to join us. But let's talk a little bit about our High Point Farmers Market and sort of what the options are going to be for customers going forward, why we've arrived at the decision to no longer go back and do that market, and sort of what our plans are going forward. So this past year, Sandra and I done 5 farmers markets. During the market season, we were doing 4 per week: High Point, Clemens, Smith Grove, and then the King Street market. And then this winter, we're going to be doing our winter market in Boone. And what we found is it's a lot. We've not had a Saturday during the summertime in 6 years now, because it's every Saturday is farmers market day. And while we've really seen the results of that, our business has grown. This has been our absolute best year in terms of sales ever. And we've got, basically a month and a half to go. So we're not done, we're not done yet. But there are a couple of reasons that we've decided not to go back to High Point. And the first reason is that we've seen stagnation. We've not had any real growth. Actually, this year we saw our numbers decline slightly at that market, while at the same time I'm doing a market 45 minutes down the road, and I've seen exponential growth there. Lots of Saturdays I was running out of product, and I would run out of ground beef, and Sandra would be sitting in High Point with a cooler full of ground beef. So we need that product in a market where we're growing, not in a market where things are stagnant or where things are going backwards. What we found was it was an extra hour to hour and a half on the road every Saturday for Sandra. And there's a cost to that. There's a time cost, there's a fuel cost. And she was at a market, for an extra hour and a half doing less than I was doing in an hour and a half less. So, there was just this real disparity in our numbers. And during the year, Sandra and I were able to go to a couple of markets together. We went to the King Street market and were able to do some markets together, and we had not been able to do that in a long time. And quite frankly, we found we like working together, and we want to be able to spend more time together at a market, cultivating our business, talking to customers, and just working together, just being together. We didn't get into this to go our separate ways and do our own thing. While we do that a lot here on the farm, we enjoy each other's company. We like spending time together, and we like working together. And so we want to take that opportunity to do that. So our plans are, we're going to be investing in the business in terms of growing our market in Clemens and also in Boone. We've got some ideas that we're kind of kicking around about how to improve our markets and how to be more appealing and gain and create more customers at those markets. And another thing that's happened to us this year is we've had a huge increase in our own farm sales, and that's driving us to be thinking about some other things that maybe we could or should do here. This afternoon we got home, had a customer come by the farm, and we done for that one customer somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 20%. That customer bought 15 to 20% of what our total market sales were for the day by driving an hour and 45 minutes, hour and a half, and setting up at a market. So we found that we can be profitable. We're finding that we can be profitable here on the farm and never have to leave. So that, again, that's sort of pushing us in the direction of doing some other things, maybe here on farm, and also growing our market business in other places. But I did want to take the opportunity just to go over with you and talk a little bit about how we did today. We had a good day, driven by turkeys. We had, if we took the turkey business away, we had a very, very mediocre, pretty slim day, quite frankly, at the market today. So I'm going to give pretty big round numbers. If you follow us on Patreon, I'm going to do a special video over there where I will get very, very specific in numbers and talk exactly about what sales were in different categories, different items, and what the overall sales were for the day. And I'll give you an update on how we've done for the year. I'll give you the big number for the year. We've been blessed. We've been very, very blessed. 31 transactions today. Those transactions were a little bit north of $70 per transaction. Sold a lot of turkeys today. We had a lot of folks coming to pick up their Thanksgiving turkeys that had reserved those birds. We had a few folks that had paid deposits and that kind of thing. But we moved, how many turkeys did we move today? Moved 10 turkeys today. So we had a real good day, on turkeys. Our Clemens market is tomorrow. That's the holiday market over there. We've got A bunch more turkeys going out over there, about twice the number that we had going out here today. Again, that's just kind of how that market's growing. So we expect to have a pretty awesome day tomorrow as well. 31 transactions, a little bit north of $70 each. The big seller today in terms of numbers was chicken eggs. We sold 16 dozen chicken eggs. We could sell all the eggs we could carry to High Point. We've always had a big egg following down there, and we even had a couple of customers come up after we were sold out looking for eggs, and we were sold out. We didn't have any. Let's see. Let's look at all of them here. Again, 10 whole turkeys. We did run a little bit of a special on some ground beef today, so we sold 3 of those packages. We did have some steaks back in stock. Steaks are always, they're a moneymaker for us. Well, steaks pay for the cow, pay for the processing, and then we're left with roast and ground, and that's where we make our money at. But had a good day with some steaks today. Chicken leg quarters, we're all out of breast, y'all. We done 280 some chickens the first day of October, I think it was. And we're out of whole birds and we're out of breasts. Chicken is just flies off the shelf. That's something else we're thinking about for next year, is increasing that chicken production. How do we do that? So lots moving, lots going on here. Sausage, always a good seller there. We had some extra, some other beef items in stock today, some ground, some oxtail, some steaks, some roast, some brisket, some of those kinds of things. Sold a little bit of that. Sausages always do well. The bratwurst, the andouille, the breakfast sausages, and those kinds of things. We had some sales on those today as well. Poultry, of course, was the big seller today in terms of dollar figures. We sold about 3 times in dollar figure in poultry what we did in beef. And then beef done okay. We sold 37 beef items, but again, with those turkeys, the per item price was much, much higher, so that drove the poultry numbers up for the day. And then pork came in last. We only sold 33 pork items, and so that was, that was kind of a disappointment thing. On pork, wish we'd have sold more pork. So what are our options for our customers that are in High Point? Well, we're talking about that. We're going to continue to do a winter delivery every other week down there. So if you're a customer in High Point, you'll be able to go onto the website, place an order, and just like we've always done, every other Saturday at 10 a.m., meet us there in the parking lot, pick up your order, and off you go. And then we're thinking about what can we do next year to continue to serve those customers without doing a market. Maybe it's a midweek delivery, maybe it's a Saturday delivery where folks meet us there at the library to pick up from us, but won't be setting up as a market vendor. We're just not sure yet, but we're going to make sure that we do have some options for those High Point customers down there. So, man, been a big day. We've had a good year. High Point is near and dear to our heart. That was the market that we started with. We've been there for 6 full years. I'll never forget that first market year we went. The first couple of weeks, all we had was some honey and some eggs. And I remember one week, I thought, man, now if we have a good day today, Doyle Lawson, who's a bluegrass singer, was going to be playing in the next town over, and Sonny was a big fan. And I thought, man, if we have a good day today, we may buy tickets and go down there tonight. And I think we done $123 that day. I was pumped. I wanted to go, and she was so tired at the end of the day. She said, I don't care. We're just not going. But $123 now, that we have customers that'll come up and spend that regularly by themselves, not even a whole day, just one individual customer. So High Point, near and dear to us. They were the ones that sort of helped us get started, gave us our first chance at being a market vendor. And we appreciate Lee and Mary and Megan and all the folks over there and the support that they've given us, and particularly our customers. We have just made some wonderful friends and lifelong friends and folks that have supported us not only with their dollars, but with their friendship and emotionally as well. So we appreciate y'all very much. Like we always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.